Hello everyone, week 4, module 4 is here, and I think I would like to just go through the 3 days. Remember you all, I recommend that you use a 3-day learning schedule. You choose the 3 days. I recommend Monday, I recommend Thursday, and then you choose a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. If you space out your work, you won't be rushing to get it all done in a couple of days, and you actually learn better and write better. So let's look over what we're doing for Module 4. It starts on February 7th, and your goal is to write and revise your rhetorical analysis, and lots of things going on this week to help you with that goal. So, review the grade book by Wednesday. I'm a little bit behind in section 505 with some of the journals from last week, but I'll be getting those caught up pretty fast. And remember that everything we've done in Module 2 and Module 3 have led us to writing our draft. So you could be, or maybe you did or should have changed your mind about how you're writing the essay through the 3 modules as you started to realize, oh no, I want to do it this way, or you saw an example of someone doing something else that you applied as well. So remember, the writing process is there because you will change and evolve and have different iterations of your plan for your essay, and even as you're writing the draft, that could definitely happen. All right, so your goal is to write the draft and revise the draft. So day 1, I recommend that you go into the workshop folder on the discussion board and find your writer's draft. You'll notice that there are topics in the workshop 1 folder. The writer and then the people who are reading the draft are listed after that. And if your writer has not posted the draft by Monday morning, I'm going to give them a little bit of time on Monday to get it posted, and then I'm going to put a different draft in there. So no worries if it's not there. I'll make sure there's something there for you to read and to workshop for this week. It's one of those situations where we can't really control human behavior, so if they choose not to do the assignment, they've chosen not to do the assignment, but I'll make sure you have something to read and to comment on. The point of the workshop, you all, is that the person you're workshopping gets some feedback from you, but ultimately it also teaches you how to be a better reader, editor of your own writing, and so that's really the goal this week. I did a checklist for the rhetorical analysis and a video with it, so you should watch that. And I've released my grade sheet. You all, I don't use a rubric the way a lot of English teachers use the rubric. I don't believe in them in some way, so I have a different approach. The grade sheet lists some criteria that I will use to evaluate the quality of your writing all semester long. So I encourage you to look through that. There are certain criterion that won't be applicable until later in the semester, so you'll notice that the ratings I use are excellent, good, fair, poor, insufficient. And then NA for not applicable. And if you have any questions about the grade sheet, please let me know. I've used it for not many years, for a couple of years. I developed it with another English 122 class. They helped me to come up with the criteria, and I've stuck with it because I really like what we collaborated on together. So let me know if you have any questions. I recommend that you work with a writing tutor this week. You all have the links in D2L, so you can work with the various writing tutors at the different campus locations. And don't forget, we also have an online writing lab, so you can submit your file to an online tutor. They usually ask for about 48 hours to return the file to you with comments written in it. So there's a submission form you attach your file to, and then you should plan to not get feedback until, up to 2 days after you submit the file. So think about doing that, especially if you're not going to be able to get in for a check-in meeting this week. They're running out, you all. You'll notice I'm going to scroll down. The link for the check-in meetings are here. I did email you about it last week, but those check-in meeting appointment times are running out. I only probably have maybe 10 left at this point. Day 2. If you didn't get the example rhetorical analysis read last week, you can do that this week. And notice that I've given you a recommendation that you read your workshop writer's draft on the first day you log in to our online class, but then give it give it a day, think about how you want to respond. Use the pages in our textbook, you all, to help you to come up with comments. And up here I have the requirements for the workshop requirements, how many comments you're giving, but I also put that in the discussion board in the workshop area as well. So all those comments that you're seeing in this weekly schedule are also available to you there. But hey, the textbook has a lot of guidance for you, so use those pages to give really great comments to the writers you're working with. There's another example rhetorical analysis essay I'm going to ask you to read this week. You all, I finally got a copy of the 9th edition of Everything's an Argument. So notice what I'm doing here. I'm putting EEA, sorry, that should be EAA, 8th edition, 9th edition. So I'll start putting the different page numbers in so that you know which pages to look for in the textbook you have. You know, you may have purchased the 8th, you may have purchased the 9th, so I'll try to put the pages in there for everyone. And then day 3, I want you to do a quick journal on how the workshop helped you to revise your essay. Even if you didn't get workshop comments from a reader, you read someone else's and thought about your own essay probably, and how some of the things you were commenting on were also some things you need to address. So talk to me about what you learned from the workshop, reminding you that you need to revise your rhetorical analysis. There will be an MLA review video, super fast, y'all, because you know MLA format. You've practiced with it for many years, so I will review in-text citations and the works cited entry for a web page, for a web source. So you should be able to do your MLA stuff this week in your draft. And then the final assignment is to submit your essay. The deadline is the 13th by 11:59 p.m. And then again, here's the link for the check-in meeting schedules for Module 4. Whew, that was a lot. Have a great week, and let me know if you have questions or concerns. And, you know, I'm here to support you with your rhetorical analysis. So if you're not able to get into a check-in meeting, you should definitely email me to ask questions that you have about your essay. Have a great week, y'all. Talk to you soon.